Here's Sarver, charging into the byline, puts it in Mahalik! He makes it 2! Mahalik back to form here in 2024. His 3rd goal of the season, his 2nd on the game, and the Hoosiers double their advantage. The virtue of being a DP as a two-way player. That one's hit well by Copeland. Forget it. Long gone over that second fence. Oh my goodness. We're all tied. It is crazy to think we're the 4th time through the order for both of these teams as Copeland sky high deep into right field. Going back to the track, it is off the wall and kicks away. Rounding 3rd to score is Minnick. Copeland's getting the windmill. The relay throw to the plate is not in time. We're all tied up at 11 on an inside the Parker for Brianna Copeland. This game has it all. Duro wins the header. Long ball. Weiss searching for it. Can he get there? Takes the touch. It's past the keeper. It's 1-1. Justin Weiss. It took him a while to get on the score sheet in the Hoosier uniform. His 7th now of the season. It's game on. And it's stolen away by Moore. McNeil just ripped it out of the hands of Ayer. And now can go the other way. All alone, Parrish, 3-ball, got it. Throw in for Sarver can't chase. Neal get there. Has company from Orson, but his ball a little bit wayward. Stays with the Hoosiers through Elliott. He's got some fantastic ball control. And the Hoosiers hold on, but no, the pocket is picked by Ferruz. Chance to go forward. Saw a chance, now finds Jay down the left wing. Room to run for him, he'll slow it down. Finds Cote. Now Meacham, throw ball forward, the chance, and the shot is saved. Zaffanella just cannot find the finish, and Indiana now running the other way. Ball forward for Sarver against Prestis. Sarver cutting in on his right, looking for space. Prestis is there and headed clear for the Bulldogs. Wagner trying to find Mahalik, has some space across goal. No one's home. From one end to another.
It's amazing how quickly Indiana can come back at you. It just looked like a moment ago, Yale had an opportunity to tie this game up. Great rebound from JT Harms.
A long ball forward and taken away by Justin Harris. Again, this Yale back line has proved to be right up to the task. I mean, you look at Prestis on that shot by Sarver, sticking right on his man.
Well, Yale's defense so far has bent a couple of times, but they have yet to break. The penalty kick could be the only thing you could point to, but they still have yet to give up, I'd say, a true goal in play.
Working in for Indiana. Ball cross to the back post. Mahalik's header down. It is cleared away once again. That was Orson. And again, bending but not breaking.
We'll see how long they can hold up before they do eventually break, because Indiana keeps putting on that pressure. 6 shots compared to just 3 for Yale. Still only 1 shot on goal for the Hoosiers so far tonight, I believe.
Charging forward, Mirador looking for a cross. It's blocked out of play by Harris, a corner kick.
Right into the chest of JT Harms on that shot a couple of moments ago. The first shot on goal for the Bulldogs. The Hoosiers might have a chance to get another one here on this corner kick. This time from the far side, the first time that that's happened so far tonight.
4 corners already for Indiana in this first half. Coaching staff making their call, and the X motion for Mahalik. Six men in red in the box. Cross towards the back post. McDonald cushions it, knocked away. And a chase now for Aiden Jay. He's not going to win that foot race, but the ball will go out of play either way. It'll be a Hoosier throw in.
This is one thing about Indiana that makes them so different from a lot of teams, not only in the Big Ten, but in the country, is their amount of discipline that they have. They don't see something, they're not afraid to take it back and try to reset from the back line.
Orson sliding in. What? Concedes the throw in. Those through balls for the Hoosiers now starting to be more aplenty. Trying to find guys like Sarver and Mahalik, especially those wingers.
They just keep pushing that envelope. They can sense that something is on the horizon. They just have to strike gold and find it.
Elliott queuing up a long throw in. Line drive shot, and it's headed out. Ball put back in, a skip right into the arms of Edwards. That can always be a little bit uncomfortable. And now he tries to release Jay, but it's cleared from Miller. Jay tries to play a little 1-2 with Meacham. It's too strong and can be ushered back to JT Hynes. Good attacking action in this one so far. One goal, the penalty kick for Mahalik, the difference. Starting to see more frontline pressure from the Bulldogs, and that forces a wayward kick from JT Hynes. A little bit of pressure, that might be what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs. On the other hand, the pressure now coming for the Hoosiers. A chance to run forward for Nessie. His ball is too strong for even the flash-paced Mirador.
And yeah, at least for a brief moment, it seemed like as though they could start breathing a little bit as Indiana's continually put on pressure on their defensive half of the field. But just like that, Indiana takes it away, and all of a sudden, Yale tried to build from the back again.
Not to say that Justin Weiss doesn't have good speed. He sure does, but adding in Mirador to the complexion with Sarver and Nessie, you're just asking for a track meet if you're Todd Yeagley.
And the Bulldogs don't even have to face Collins Aduro tonight.
Bundles of pace for Indiana. Nice move there by Meacham to hold on to the ball. Finds Zaffanella. Ball through for Ferruz. Takes him outside the area, though. His cutback is shepherded out by Jansen Miller. Another change in the offing. It'll be Quanah Brayboy, another one of those experienced players. Somewhat surprised not to see him start this game. Had 9 assists, led the team last year. He's one of the few attacking staying points from the team that made it to the second round of the tournament last year.
Yeah, he was a big reason for that. He recorded 8 assists in their last 7 games of the season. He was an integral part to the postseason success that Yale was able to have last year.
Meacham tries across, Hynes punches away, clattered into the Yale attacker, and now charging the other way is Mirador. Sarver trying to make a run, he does, has Harris for company. Mirador taken away by Prestis. Once again, strong from this experienced Yale back line. Knocked clear and can now be held up by the Hoosier midfield. Mahalik finds McDonald. Now Sarver. The overlapping chance. Cross put into the area. Nessie elevates. It's away from Mahalik, and a crucial header before it's brought back by Elliott to the far post. Sarver knocked away. It was Prestis again. Thanks, Zach. Well, again, we've mentioned the newcomers to the Big Ten. They provide that kind of challenge. Oregon and UCLA both in the top 10. As Brianna Copeland quickly takes her third ball. 3-0 is the count with Hernandez back in the circle. Got out of that jam in the end with just the sac fly allowed, but she walks the leadoff batter in Copeland. And that's how things started last time round with a Bree Copeland walk.
Yeah, that inning turned out pretty well for the Indiana Hoosiers if you look back at how things went. But just to touch on what Zach said as well, when we asked Coach Crowell about that schedule, she said it was very intentional how she picked and placed all of those matchups. She really wanted to play the best competition in the country before the Big Ten play started. and it paid off for him, it feels like.
Kinsey Mitchell at the plate. Again, this is the same start to the inning that Indiana had last frame. They went a full 9 through the lineup in their 3-run third inning. The 0-1, Mitchell squares the bunt again. The throw from Hernandez will go to first for the out. And so the sacrifice does the trick for Mitchell. It sets up Van Brandt.
I like the play call there. Get a really speedy Copeland into scoring position. And she took off right away. Mitchell didn't have much of a chance to beat out that throw. Just got a little too much under it. Went straight back towards the circle.
Brings up Van Brandt, the only Hoosier not to reach today. The first pitch to her misses low. Again, there have been a lot of base runners in this game. Scorebook's turning all sorts of colors like a Christmas tree at this point in this ball game, and we're only in the 4th inning as she takes outside.
And Van Brandt, coming off of a really good hitting performance against Notre Dame, went 3 for 4 from the plate. Only the second time this season that she had 3 hits in a ball game, so it felt like that could really pump up her season. But with Penn State taking away that slap shot, wonder if that's kind of thrown off her approach a little bit, because she's had to stay in the box, which is not necessarily her comfort zone.
And she's been able to go back and forth. One of the few Indiana players that will do that, and that's made her very unpredictable at the plate, which has its benefits as well when you consider the corners pinching in and the ability to hit it harder through that hole.
Absolutely, and with runners on base as well, it makes it very valuable. And Stenfield's still pinching.
That one is in there for a strike, just the 6th pitch in the zone out of 19 from Hernandez.
And she was down 3-0 in the count. So to put those back-to-back pitches right down the center, really impressive.
Tying run on second for Indiana. Van Brandt will foul it off. Now, despite Indiana's 6 runs, they are still just 1 of 9 with runners in scoring position today. This would still count. Three-two offering. Here's the pitch. Skied into shallow left. Coming in to make the catch is Nelson to make the catch for the out.
Van Brandt didn't quite get enough underneath it to give Copeland cause to try to go over to third. It was also sent that other way, which is closer to the third base bag, so Copeland would not have wanted to take that risk.
First pitch to Cassidy Kettleman is just a bit outside. This has been a game that has been full of true outcomes as the runner goes and Copeland swipes third. Kettleman put out the bunt and Copeland took advantage of the defensive alignment.
Yeah, that's more of that really tricky base running from Indiana. Clausewitz, the third baseman, came charging to home plate, and Bree Copeland saw that there was no one covering that third base bag, so she took it with ease.
Runner 60 feet away, and Kettleman 1 ball away from reaching first.
That's where Indiana's just so dangerous, is the mind games on the base pads. You just never know when they're going to go, and you can't get comfortable if any one of them is on any base.
Should say it's a 2-1 count to Kettleman, who takes what is now ball 3. Here's the pitch. Low ball 4. And so Indiana will have runners on the corners for Madeline Strader and Graham. This is the first time now we've really seen first and third for Indiana in a situation where they may try and run that double steal that they love so much.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because they've got 2 pretty quick base runners on the bags as well. Bree Copeland just stealing her 8th bag of the season. Cassidy Kettleman, haven't seen her steal too much, but she's pinch ran a lot so far this season, so she does have the speed.
First pitch squaring to bunt, and there is the runner. The throw comes through. Copeland to the plate. The tag late, and Indiana steals a run to tie it up. Right on cue.
Yeah, I think I will take a lottery ticket from you, Alex, because that was right on the money. You called that perfectly. It was just uncanny. Kettleman with a little bit of like a flinch almost that got Seidel behind the plate to make that throw to second. And Bree Copeland kept her eye on it the entire time. The second that Seidel made that motion, she just took off and slid in right past the throw home.
That one's hit through into left field for a base hit by Strader. Station to station for her and Kettleman. And now it's first and second in this whole new ball game for Alex Cooper.
That time the slap technique doing a really good job. Clausewitz was maybe in a little too much. If she was back more towards the third base bag, might have had time actually to go over and get that one. But this has all really started from the walks. 10 walks for the Penn State pitching staff thus far, 9 and a hit by pitch. So it just hasn't really been there. That has given Indiana so much life in a game where they were trailing 7-0 in the bottom of the second inning.
From 7 down to level. What a ball game this has been. Again, it's just the fourth inning. There's plenty of ball game to be played here as the first pitch to Cooper's distract.
I'm not convinced. It feels like the 7th inning. You're telling me it's the 4th. It's been the 7th inning for like 2 innings now, Alex.
Strader on first, Kettleman on second. Cooper takes outside. Indiana manufacturing runs here. A pair of bases loaded walks have brought runners in. And then that stolen base that they've run so many times this year. The 1-1 is skied up shallow center. Over is Lido. She'll seed it to the left fielder who drops it. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. The throw to third, they're going to tag Cooper out. But miscommunication between Lido and Nelson leads to 2 Hoosier runs, and they've taken a 9-7 lead. Oh my goodness. Well, they get the throw to third. That will end the frame, but Indiana, 9 unanswered runs after a 2-run gift. It's 9-7 Hoosiers now as we head to the 5th from Andy Moore Field.
2 historic programs led by 2 top head coaches and plenty of elite talent. What more could you ask for? It's the second round of the NCAA men's soccer tournament. 14th seed Indiana hosting Akron. Hello everybody, I'm Alex Hynes. Alongside me, Kevin Farrell. We'll hear shortly from Kara Adams. And Kevin, Indiana got the bye. Akron, they played in the first round against Princeton. The scoreline says 1-0, but they dominated that game full through.
Yeah, Akron, one of the best scoring attacks in the entire nation, is pairs up against another one of the best scoring attacks in the nation in Indiana. An offensive game moving forward today. It should be a very fun one, Alex, and it's all going to start with Emilio Jaskalainen for Akron, and then for Indiana, Tommy Mahalik. But you see Jaskalainen leading not just his team, but the nation in goals scored.
23 goals, 8 assists, quite the numbers to be putting up. Tommy Mahalik had just 2 goals this season ago, but a proven goal scorer in his career. The senior's got 10 this year. A big turnaround for Mahalik with plenty of supporting cast on either side. Plenty of offense, I think, to be had in this game, but we'll have a quick break. When we come back, lineups and kick from Bloomington. It's the second round on ESPN+.